Merry Epstein files. I mean, Merry Christmas. That's right. More Epstein files released. And wow, is there a lot of interesting stuff here. Now, I'm going to deliver it to you straight. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to favor those I like and be mean to those I don't like. I just want to give it to you straight because unfortunately, a lot of people reporting on this issue and giving commentary are really not. They're strangely silent some of the time and strangely loud in others. So I'm playing it to you straight, and I'm going to be honest and fair in the analysis. Okay, one big revelation that came out. This is a letter that was, in fact, released from the Epstein files within the last dozen hours. And it's allegedly from Epstein himself, saying, as you know by now, I've taken the short route home. Good luck. We shared one thing, our love and caring for young ladies and the hope they'd reach their full potential. Our president also shares our love of young, nubile girls. When a young beauty walked by, he loved to grab, and I won't even say the particular word. So this is officially a part of the Epstein files. It was a letter received by the Department of Justice. Now, if you can't stand Trump, you're thinking, oh boy, goody gumdrops, we got him. Not so fast. Again, I told you I'm honest and fair here. The letter was received 3 days, it was even postmarked like 3 days after Epstein died. It had the return address at a completely different prison. So anyone who's looked at this, doesn't matter if you're pro-Trump, anti-Trump, this Department of Justice, a previous Department of Justice, anyone who looked at this has concluded this is just nonsense. This is a fake. This is a forgery. I happen to believe it is a forgery. Now, let's contrast that. If the exact same thing had been said about Bill Clinton, for example, you would have the Candace Owens of the world and 1,000 and Alex Joneses of the world off to the races with this nugget. See, we have it. They would simply not tell you the additional evidence that shows why no sane person would believe it to be true. It apparently was written and sent. It was sent 3 days after Epstein died. And it was sent from a place in Maryland when he was in prison in a different state. And it had the return address wrong. So this is part of why, in general, the Department of Justice and any Justice Department of any state or any city generally doesn't just release all files, because files can be filled with nonsense. A lot of innocent people can be slimed. Now, a lot of guilty people can also be unfairly accused. I mean, it makes you think about the old saying about the OJ trial. A guilty man was framed. So just because someone has been subjected to fake evidence that's been proven to be nonsense, doesn't mean they're not guilty of a lot of crimes. So please keep that in mind. Now, there are additional items that have come up. There is a language that came in through an FBI tip line. Again, anybody can say anything. You could call the FBI today and say, I have evidence that TJWalker assassinated Abraham Lincoln. And at some point, that there would be a record, there would be a transcript, and if and when I become president, which I don't think is going to happen, if you really didn't like me, you could call for an investigation into whether or not TJWalker assassinated Abraham Lincoln. Mathematically, historically, not possible. But you could, in fact, do that, and you would find, if the Department of Justice released every single scrap of information about that issue, you would find that someone had called and said, I have evidence that TJ assassinated Abraham Lincoln. So I think a lot of people are rightly skeptical. Again, this is why, in general, Justice departments, investigative bodies don't release everything. They want to use their judgment, because anytime you're dealing with a high-profile individual, let's face it, idiots come out of the woodwork. Conspiracy theorists, delusional people who want to paint themselves as a part of history just start fabricating things. And that happens. Happens to every president, happens to every famous celebrity. So that happens. So here's the next thing that came out. Someone called the FBI claiming they were, I think, had been a driver, and they overheard a woman saying, Donald J. Trump had raped me along with Jeffrey Epstein. I can't come forward. They will kill me. So again, I'm reporting to you facts. I'm not saying this is a fact. It is a fact that there was a file released that said that, and it came in from an FBI tip line. Now, again, we don't know if it's true. Certainly, the FBI now is saying it's untrue. But again, with this FBI, with all of the sleazy things they've done to act like they are just personal security guards and defendants of this administration, a lot of people are skeptical of that. I'm certainly not telling you that this is proof that Donald J. Trump raped a woman who then later killed herself. That was the allegation made by a tipster. Again, there's no evidence to suggest that that's true. But there's also no evidence to suggest that the FBI saying, there's no evidence here, nothing to look at here. There's no real reason to respect them either. Certainly, again, I'm not alleging that Donald Trump has raped anyone, certainly this unknown teenager, but there have been 26 allegations of him groping, sexually abusing, the E. Jean Carroll case, committing acts of sexual battery. So it's not exactly like it strains the credulity of anyone to imagine this happened, but it's not evidence. So let's be clear about it. It's not evidence. Now, I'm here as a sane, sensible centrist, not as a partisan. So it's comical to hear Donald Trump say, well, I feel sorry for Bill Clinton having his pictures out here. Well, really? No, you don't feel sorry. And Trump was saying, I feel sorry for all these famous celebrities, attorneys, and others who are now embarrassed by having pictures released of them with Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was everywhere in Palm Beach. People just knew him. He sure didn't seem sorry when for years he was calling for the release of the Epstein files. When it suited his own political purposes, he was very happy to say, let's release the files. Let's release the files. There's a cover-up. His political base and organizations like QAnon, it's a part of their religion, essentially. And of course, the main theory was by QAnon and the Alex Joneses of the world, a lot of Republicans, MAGA conservatives, is that if these files were released, there would be all sorts of damaging information, videos and pictures of Epstein and, in their view, only famous Democrats like Bill Clinton, naked and having sex with underage girls. And it would be like, aha, gotcha. See, we told you the entire Democratic establishment is corrupt to the core. The elites of our world, as personified by the Democratic Party, is corrupt to the core because they're all a bunch of pedophiles. So the unfortunate thing is the fact that Trump seems to be the dominant character in all of these Epstein files, other than, I guess, Prince Andrew. It upsets that narrative. Again, am I telling you I have 100% conclusive evidence that Donald Trump sexually abused a minor? No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is this is upsetting the narrative of an awful lot of people who it's a part of their core identity, this idea that if someone simply has a D next to their name, if they're simply a Democrat and they're famous and they've ever achieved high levels of office, they're not someone who simply has a different political view or a different political philosophy that is mainstream and a part of the American tradition. No. If you have a D next to your name, you automatically must be a pedophile. That has been essentially the underlying philosophical assumption of not only QAnon, but the MAGA right and many Republicans. And what we're seeing every day with this drip, drip, and sometimes big splash of documents is there's just nobody more intertwined with all of the various sliminess of Jeffrey Epstein, other than Ghislaine Maxwell, than Donald Trump himself.